we're coming in hot with another holiday kit video. This is Pinky Bronze. This was one of the kits I was most excited about trying. There's a bronzer, cool gloss, and just a sec. Got eyes, face, lip. It comes in this really cool silver packaging. This is also a really nice little box. Pinky Bronze is a really cool, unique shade. All the Pinky Bronze colors tend to lean more bronze than pink, which for me, I love pink. So I do kind of wish there was a little more pink here. Either way, I'm excited to dig in and see how these actually translate. I'll preface by saying I already prepped my eyes. I put a little bit of eye primer on. When I think about primers, I think eye primer is honestly the most important primer. I don't think that you really need a face primer or a lip primer. I think the eye primer is an essential though, because it will just help your eyeshadows adhere better onto the lid. It just holds better throughout the day. It doesn't crease as easily, and also the color is more vibrant and it sticks. I'm just using my tried and true Urban Decay eye primer. I will link it in the description box. Now let's take a closer look at the limited edition Pinky Bronze. This looks very bronze. I'm having a hard time seeing the pink in here. It also looks more sparkly than the other ones. Just looking at it from the pot, it reminds me of cool brown, maybe even bronze. If you don't have long nails like me, you could just rub your finger in the pot. If you don't want to get your hands dirty, I recommend the eye fluffy brush or an even smaller dense brush. Here you can compare the two. This is like a pro makeup brand. The brand is Balm. I'll also link this in the description. I'll be using this brush today because I like that it's a little smaller and I can pack more on. We'll load up the brush. This formula is a velvety, cushiony formula. So far, I'm already seeing more sparkle in this. This feels like a good holiday color. I can see a little bit of the pink hue. This feels more bronzy than pink. I actually think a little bit of baby pink over this would look really pretty. The amount of pigment you have on your eyes is really determined on the kind of brush that you use. If you're using a loose, fluffy brush, this color will look a lot more sheer. Or if you want more pigment, like what I'm doing, using a thin, dense brush will give more pigment on the eye. This formula is really easy to work with, kind of hard to blend over here, but I'll just take a fluffy brush. This doesn't have anything on it, and I'll just wipe across, and that'll blend and buff it out so you don't see any harsh lines there. I think I'll also put a little bit of it on this lower lash line. I do have some eyeliner left over from yesterday, and my under eyes look kind of dark there right now. What do we think? Do we like it? The name speaks for itself. You can just use a swipe across, and because of its texture and how easy it is to blend, you don't have to work with it too much. To complete the eyes, I'll use the best pencil in brown, and I'll also do a few coats of mascara. I won't really go into depth on this because we're trying to focus on the kit. This is definitely a wearable color. I just think that I'd wear it more in the evening rather than during the day. I personally like colors like linen or baby pink on my lids, something a little brighter and a little lighter, but this is a really pretty color. Here's Pinky Bronze from further away. Let's move on to the bronzer. It's very interesting. This looks creamy. It does not look like a powder bronzer. The fact that they called it the bronzer feels a little misleading because this does not look like their powder bronzers. It has a bit of iridescence to it and also looks creamy. I just touched it and it feels like a powder. Look at how shimmery that is. I'm actually a little nervous about using this as a bronzer. It has a lot of sheen to it. I don't even know. I grabbed two different fluffy brushes. I think I'll use this one. This is from Lily Lolo. It has an angle. I'll tap into this and we'll start on the forehead. Well, it definitely adds sheen. This is really weird to me. I don't think that I would consider this a bronzer. I feel like this is almost a highlight. Let's try it as a blush. It's translating on camera really well. It looks really glass-like on camera, but in person I can see a lot of shimmer. It's not sparkle, it's for sure shimmer. If you tend to have large pores or if you have texture on your skin, this kind of shimmer might pull that texture to the surface. I'm not sure how this would translate on someone who has a lot of texture. This to me looks more like a blush topper. You'd want to put it over your blush to give that luminosity, but I don't think I would call this a bronzer. I have pretty fair skin and I feel like this isn't really bronzing me up. So if you have medium skin, this is definitely not going to work for you. I'll try to zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. Can you see the texture? I do think this would look really pretty in photos. I think this would be a great eyeshadow. I just don't like it all over the face. It's too obvious. There's a noticeable shimmer on my face. I think I'll put a little bit of it over my eyeshadow. Yeah. That looks good. I really thought I was gonna love this, but I'm just like, what is this? This is nothing like their powder bronzers. This is like a whole new product entirely. I wouldn't even call this a blush or a highlight. It's like none of those things, but somehow all of the things. I'm loving it on the eyes though. I'm actually really liking this as an eyeshadow, especially over the pinky bronze, because it's kind of pulling that pink through. And that shimmer is more finely milled on the eyes. It looks good on the eyes, but I'm still not loving it on the face. This is really surprising me. Most of the clientele that uses Jones Road is definitely more of a mature audience, and I don't think that this is gonna be something that's gonna look great on textured skin. I feel like that warmed up my skin in the most subtle way. I think I need a bit more of a bronzer though, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna skip out. I'll go ahead and round out this makeup look with the Miracle Balm. This is another holiday limited edition color. This is Après. I love this shade. Moving on to the lips. I'll go ahead and line my lips with Rosewood. This is my all-time favorite lip color. I love the silver packaging. Pinky bronze cool gloss for the lips. This has a really great feel on the lip. It's got some peppermint in there. It's nice to have a cool gloss with a little bit of pigment to it because they're so sheer. So if you don't really have much pigment to your lips and you're looking for a great brownie pink tone, I think the cool gloss would be a great option for you. Here's a closer look at Pinky Bronze. If you have fair skin and you're looking to warm up your skin, I would suggest opting for the Miracle Balm in Pinky Bronze. I have a whole video about that. I'll link it right up here for you. I really don't foresee too many people using this as a bronzer. It's incredibly sheer and incredibly shimmery. I was most excited about this kit, mainly for this, but I'm kind of not loving this. I don't think that it would be worth buying the kit for this. It is looking really good though. I'm feeling a little torn. Either way, hopefully this helped you decide whether Pinky Bronze is for you. Again, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video.